Good afternoon, Tyler. Big gulp, huh? Well,
See you later.
see you later.
Hey, Pat! Pat! Yo! Did you start without me?
No.
Oh, man.
Have a seat. Come on down, man. I guess we'll get started now.
Oh,
What's up?
are you recording?
Are we on?
Man. Hey,
What's up, man? How'd it go today, man?
I ran here, man.
I see some Metcon stuff, man. Trying to get some
Yeah.
conditioning in between.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
So, planting seeds.
Planting seeds.
Seeds are being planted, man. Yeah.
Here? While I wasn't here?
Yeah, you missed it, man. I was trying to be like you. I heard you were planting seeds. So I was like planting seeds out there. I saw you coming, and I came up here.
I've been in my garden a lot. I see
right.
you've been in your garden a lot too, you know. But I've been planting flowers, and I planted a cactus the other day.
One cactus or two?
One cactus,
Okay.
right? One cactus.
Cacti.
Not cacti, one cactus.
Singular.
So planted it, and it's supposed to get like 4 feet tall. We'll see what it does, man. You
Okay.
know, I got it like right on the edge of my flower bed. Got some palms around it and stuff. So I've always wanted a cactus, right? We'll see what it does, man. But with that also, I've been planting some seeds, some sunflower seeds and stuff, and some other nice looking plants, you know. So planting seeds, man. What do you think about that?
Well, it kind of reminds of what we do with exercise. You know, it's you plant seeds through exercise or through teaching, and it actually grows. You know, your fruit grows out of that. But what I want to know is the analogy we can use with that is like planting seeds is like every plant takes a different amount of time to grow.
Right.
It's like every person. You know, humans are the same species in biology. Different plant species grow differently.
Right.
Some need more or less love, more or less water,
Right.
nutrition. Some need less assistance
Yeah.
or you know maintenance, just like people. And you know, we were talking about that whole gardening analogy of just like exercise or education. You need to be able to kind of figure out what an individual's needs are.
Right.
Like an individual plant, you're not going to treat a cactus like a sunflower.
Right. You
Or
treat them
s-
completely
Or
different.
like a rose bush or something.
Right.
And I'm not a gardener, and I think we're just doing the basics of it with our homes. But man, I mean, I just feel like the same analogy goes with exercise, man. Because like a lot of patients, it's like a cactus. You know, like I say, a patient is a cactus. They might have a long process. They've been out of shape. They hurt their knee. That might be like a 1-year recovery or a couple of months.
Right.
But they want to treat themselves like, you know, they're a piece of grass in the yard where they can grow like in a week.
Grow weekly
Yeah.
instead of monthly. You know.
I'm serious, man.
They want to see it quickly.
I think that's like a prognosis, like how long expectation of recovery or growth is, healing and all that. And it's like, you know, with Google. Like people go on Google, they do Google MD, they look up diagnoses, they look up exercises.
Google is instant.
Yeah.
You can Google anything, man.
It's like you just water yourself and you think you're giving sustenance, but it's really nothing. It's just, it might not be what you need,
right.
you know. So I just notice like people just go from that continuum of like, they don't know if they're a cactus or a rose bush. They go on Google and all of a sudden they go from Google, it doesn't work, then they go to surgery. Or they go see a physician
Right.
for medicine. Instead of, you know, just trying to exercise or try to like modify motions. Or, you know, see a physical therapist, see a strength conditioning coach, even a chiropractor, you know, just problem solve it on the lowest level, then work your way up. Instead of jumping right to the top, like, okay,
Right to the top.
my plant isn't growing, I got a bunch of seeds, it's not growing.
I need to
In a
put more
week,
fertilizer.
I need to
on
buy
it.
more fertilizer.
Right.
And that's what I feel like exercise is. People buy these supplements, or
Right.
keep changing plans or medicine, or even surgery.
Or even with fertilizer, you know, like on our citrus trees, I use a specific type of fertilizer blend, right?
Sure.
Some people might not even use fertilizer at all. They might prefer to go the more natural route, right? Same with people in their bodies too. They might not take supplements or anything. They might get what they need from food, right? You know, with plants though, with my citrus trees, I use a specific fertilizer blend, right? And it grows pretty well, right? But if you use that blend on like a hydrangea or something,
Hydrangea.
right?
Yep.
It's not going to have the same effect.
But it sounds sane you saying it that way, but people are the same human species. and they treat themselves like they're different, and they just try to have
Right.
weird expectations of, seriously, you had back pain for several years, or you still recovering from a surgery, you're thinking months, but people want relief in weeks.
Right.
And
What can you do now?
right, it's not even just surgery, even with therapy or exercise, or you eventually start a treatment, it takes a few weeks or months, but it doesn't really require, hands-on every single day, just maybe once a week,
Right.
or, twice a week
Just make
initially.
sure
but
everything's
Yeah.
in its place, right?
Yeah.
To move adequately and efficiently, right?
You got it.
That
Just-
little thing called biomechanics.
Of course. You gotta learn from that, As
Yeah.
you start teaching somebody how to move differently. I mean, then you also have pain beliefs, like people have belief that, they're bone on bone in their
Right.
knee, but their knee has full range of motion. But a lot of surgeons mistakenly say bone on bone because it's moderate to severe arthritis. But it just means it's degenerative joint disease, and that's typical aging. It's like
Right.
wrinkles for the bone, wrinkles for the skin. I mean, it's
And,
just,
it's not that, you got somebody who's active,
Yeah.
right? And they're bone on bone, their perception of pain, right? They're diagnosed with bone on bone from their physician, right?
Sure.
Their perception of pain is minimal. They're still running marathons and stuff, right?
They would not even know they had bone on bone. They're still
Exactly,
running, so
yeah.
they're told.
And then you've got the inactive, the sick phenotype,
Mhm.
right? The one who's dependent on medication, maybe metabolic conditions or whatever. All these different things happening, right? Their pain is a 12 out of 10,
That's right.
right? What does that mean?
Yeah, but it's real to them. I mean,
It is
they're
real.
suffering. It's real. Even though they could be laughing or talking about it, they're moving, but their concepts are totally different. I'm
Right.
not going to say they're lying or they want attention, but
Right, no
truly,
doubt, man. 'Cause you never want to say anybody's
Of course.
lying about that, man. Because pain is subjective.
Yeah, and people
Essentially.
like you said, even though they're physically inactive, they just, like you said, they're still mentally tough, but physically they don't know their body very well. Even though they worked all day or they worked like a manual labor job, these guys that worked like on the chemical plants.
Oh,
or
man, the plants,
or
the
working at a
city
store,
workers,
city workers,
digging holes and stuff, man.
And teachers standing all
manual
day.
labor, yeah. Even standing, yeah, less
Teachers standing is very
physically
hard.
active job, but standing all day.
That
in
requires
the same
endurance.
pattern all day.
You gotta think there's expectations. Some teachers are like, a lot of women that wear high heels in teaching get hammer toes, and a lot of them are like, this is part of the job. When
Right.
after 30 or 40 years, I gotta get a bunionectomy or my back starts hurting. Like nurses, we have like some nurses who
Oh,
say,
yeah.
oh, I've been doing it for 20 years, my back hurts. That's what's
I'm supposed to be in pain. I've been on the job for
it's part of nursing,
right. It's
But
just,
yeah, I mean, and even if you X-ray like the cohort that grouping of nurses that have been practicing 20 or 30 years, they might have more degenerative disc changes. They might have more degenerative joint disease,
Right.
but it's all more likely age-related. And if there was a trauma, there's nothing that relays like neurological findings as far as numbness, tingling, shooting pain, even something going on in the bowel and bladder where it necessitates a surgery.
right.
So this is something that can truly be treated like with exercise and gradual motion with a skilled practitioner, and it's just sad that these beliefs limit people. And
Yeah.
they'll go through work, they'll be on light duty, nothing against them, but they should, kind of push it a little bit.
Definitely.
Because you don't want to retire, then all of a sudden you're just in a wheelchair, you're on a walker.
Unable to do anything after
And
you retire, right?
they can't even take care of their own garden.
Right, man,
ironically,
exactly. Full circle.
Fun
You,
stuff.
you can't even plant seeds anymore because you've reached that point.
You're just back
And,
over
and,
that.
and do you think, you said something that I like to tell people to do, that I don't think, I'm guilty of it too. Pushing hard enough, sometimes I find myself, I don't think I'm pushing myself hard enough when I'm competing. Whether I look back at an old footage of my fight or a swim event or whatever it may be. Sometimes I look back and I'm like, man, did I push myself hard enough? I don't think I did at times, right? And and then you see the general population, and it's like, how do they know how to push themselves hard enough, right?
Exactly. And there's weird concepts. Maybe it's too much, too little. Like you could have
Right.
like the 70-year-old that still runs marathons, and technically one surgeon could be saying they need a knee replacement, they need surgery, or they have arthritis, they should stop running. But as a with strength conditioning and physical therapy, athletic training, kind of in the middle, we can kind of get in between those extremes. Like, how about we just kind of unload your running for a while, do some different exercises,
Right.
do some off-season training. That way you can run and perform your marathons, half marathons, or 5Ks, whatever you're doing, without pain and symptoms, have you more comfortable and happy, but be open to learning. But a lot of people aren't open to learning or open to change, and that's often the problem. And
No
then all of a
doubt.
sudden, they stop running, they're depressed, they get a surgery, and their life's changed.
And they just continue
Just
to go down,
declines
man.
because
Yeah.
it wasn't a gradual continuum of understanding. And so I guess
Right. Well, they didn't understand that threshold. The
That threshold.
threshold that they needed to be in.
like so whether there's the threshold because you're gonna have some discomfort while you perform,
Mhm.
whether it's running, combat sports, whatever sport you play. But that understanding of like what's pathological and what do I push through? Because
Right.
you don't want to just give up. You
Right.
want to kind of push it a little bit. You got to back off.
And you want to, obviously, if you've got any, ligament or tendon, anything going on, you want to respect
Yeah.
the healing process, right? And obviously a broken bone, you can't push through that, So
I'll let you know.
any type of significant pathology, you want to respect it, right?
Yep.
But other than that, man, you can push. It's okay to push a little bit.
And once you rule out like a serious pathology, you want to
Right.
push. And there's weird things we talk about because sometimes people can have a little nerve entrapment. That sciatic nerve can make the hamstring hurt more.
Yeah.
You can have other nerves going down your leg into your calf, and all of a sudden a very serious injury isn't that serious. But
Right.
always, don't just go from Google to the physician and think about surgery or giving up on your
Start
dreams.
fusing your spine.
Fusing your spine, doing different things like that. Little baby steps.
Right.
Try different exercise. Try some things online. Talk to a strength conditioning professional, athletic trainer, physical therapist, chiropractor. different
Chances
mental
are,
professionals,
though, too. People say, what do they say? I've tried everything.
I've tried everything, yeah.
Have you though?
Because come into 1 or 2 visits and trying things, or if you did what the plan of care was
Right.
with the professional, if you went there for 2 months or 6 weeks, whether it's 3 times a week or once a week, they have to see you. Adaptations take 6 to 8 weeks minimal,
Right.
and then sometimes after
Of
that happens,
consistency, man.
consistency, and then
Yeah.
after that maybe it might truly take 3 or 4 months, but you're not spending money or doing this all the time. You're just kind of having a relationship with a professional like us
Right.
for several weeks into months until you get back on your own feet. But it's all about openness to learning and knowing that we're not trying to be your dad or big brother or lover. We're just trying to be a professional,
We're
an
trying
ally
to be
in your
there for
growth.
you, be a part of your
Exactly.
process, man.
Yeah, and that's the hard part too. Is I think that was the hard part for me getting help in general. It's just any sort
Right.
of help you ask for in life. It's like, is this person trying to take advantage of me? It's weird because you're giving up a lot of control.
Right.
But openness to learning or openness to change has to happen, and you have to be ready for it. So when you're in that state of readiness, you got to know who's available. We are, and hopefully you can find some people next to where you live if you need it. Don't wait too long.
Definitely, yeah.
No, man.
That's some good seeds planted today, man.
But yeah, man.
That's
Cheers to
really
that.
good.
Get some coffee next time, man. Get some
Right,
sponsorship.
right.
All right, till next time.
Till next time.
Peace.
Well, we're gonna start getting coffee from local shops, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So here soon, we're gonna reach out, to a few of the local coffee places and some places nationally. We got a few contacts, so we're gonna start drinking some different brews every
That's what's
week.
up. Cool.
And we'll give a shout out. This is the Coffee Press after all,
Coffee press.
right?